Welcome back, big sports fans. Well, our Jays are trying to tie the series up after dropping the first game of this 3-game series against the Cleveland Guardians. Toronto will be sending Max Scherzer to the mound to go up against Gavin Williams. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. As always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Scherzer gets the punch out, and there's one down. Will Brennan will hit next. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back now in Toronto. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Gavin Williams, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times, it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Handful.
That one out to right. Brennan sizes this one up. One down. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
1 out, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-1.
Foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Here's a 1-2. Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Left
Nice job
fielder,
of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Sets him down on strikes. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now Kyle Manzardo. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
2-2.
Throw to second. Almost got him. And that one hammered. And that gets down in the corner. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. The pitch.
Oh.
And there's a ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Iglesias makes the play. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Lane Thomas. Next offering upstairs. Manzardo on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And we're back. Now it's the DH, J.D. Martinez.
Hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. And he can't come up with it. Now he'll turn for second. Still able to fire over. Not in time. He's safe. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan under it, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2-1.
To the right side, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And now Nathan Lucas. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. To the plate, save! And it's 1-0. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Runner on the go. He's in there. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Scherzer deals.
No, that's a ball. 3-1.
That one fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. That one down the line, and it stays fair.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Arias on at first, nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3-2.
In the dirt. Safe! So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Heads up base running right there.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And a ground ball to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hard hit, could be extra bases. In from third is the tying run. Here's the throw, in there safely.
Big RBI for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting, the first
Carlos
baseman,
Santana digs in for the Guardians. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And a count 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Scherzer. And that's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. That one missed.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. 1 down, base is empty. And that misses. And a count 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Got him swinging. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a ball popped up. Bichette gets under it. And there's one away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting, center fielder,
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Next one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Digging in is the
Jays,
switch hitting
left
outfielder,
fielder,
Anthony Santander.
Santander.
The 1-1. Just
That's
off
off
the
the
inside edge.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Throw on to Santana. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. And now J.D. Martinez. Next offering is fouled back. And it's even up.
2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Kwan makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Now batting.
So up next for Toronto, Gabriel Moreno.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swings through that one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Cut on and lifted in the air. Butler on the run towards the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Brian Rocchio.
So here's Scherzer. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Stephen Kwan.
Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 and 2.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Nathan Lucas digs in now.
Nathan
All
Lucas.
tied up, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Jacob Junis.
Number 16.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
That just misses, and the count now even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. That one the other way. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Digging in, Lawrence Butler. Iglesias, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Rocchio nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Chad Green, on for his 20th appearance of the year.
Chad Green.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan.
Right fielder, Will Brennan.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they don't get the out.
He was all over that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Jose Ramirez. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Carlos Santana now at the plate with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
Leading off for the Jays, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
To third, gets to it with a slide, gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. Adios, pelota. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-1. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Two down. And there's a ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Santana. Out number 3.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name? How about we just slow it down?
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Zach Jackson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the Guardians' DH, Kyle Manzardo. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one missed. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 1 away.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Missed with a changeup, and now 3-1. Swings through that. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Lane Thomas now. Hit in the air, left field. Lucas. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Paul Sewald.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now at the plate, Gabriel Moreno.
For the Jays, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
In the air, right field, Brennan. And there's one down. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman Andres Jimenez.
One down, base is empty. Misses the sweeper.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that one is downstairs. 2-1.
1 strike.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
And here is Jose Iglesias. Santana. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Jimmy Garcia.
Well, one-run game. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Splits the plate, and the count is 1-2.
Well, we call that keyholing, even though it's right there and looks pretty good.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now it's going to be Brian Rocchio.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. This one chopped up the middle. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Back to the top of the order now. Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. Garcia throw over. And he's back in there. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Misses inside, and it's 2-1. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Three and 2 now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. 2 outs. And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-2. And the sweeper misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Lucas has this one sized up. And that's the 3rd out.
Let me start by saying, which one of y'all are ready to put in that work? Everybody stop playing. You ain't ever been
Daniel Steeman. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here.
Number 10.
So digging in, Lawrence Butler.
Leading off for the Jays, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next for the Blue
And next
Jays,
for Toronto, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette.
That's a ball.
Runner at first with no outs here.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And that is out of play. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
First and second. No outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Foul ball there. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Well, 1-run game, so in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. A little out front there as he swings through it. Just missing there. And the count is even 2-2.
That's a really good take.
And it remains 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one way inside. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing a walk. Very gritty.
Here's a 1-1. Drops a bunt down the first base side. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Designated hitter Kyle Manzardo.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And they're down to their last out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Guardians down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Great comeback game for the Jays. I almost said Leafs. And the Jays tie the series up. Let's have a look at the box score. Got a few hits. Guerrero going 1 for 4. Santander 1 for 4 with the home run. JD Martinez 1 for 4 in the RBI. And Jimenez 1 for 3. Nathan Lukes going 2 for 2. Good night for him. And for the pitching, Matt Scherzer pitched a gem for 5 innings, getting 9 strikeouts, only giving up 1 run. And then the bullpen came in and just shut everything down. And with the win, the Jays' record improves to 18-16. But they still sit 3.5 games back into the American League East, and are now once again tied for the bottom wildcard spot. So remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next game for the rubber match, Game 3 of this 3-game series with the Cleveland Guardians.